South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
And that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Ryan going to give this to Davis. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on third and inches. To throw is Ryan. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a first and goal as they get the conversion there on third and inches. Give them a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. That was 6 yards. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's third and goal. Ryan. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. It's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points, maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Jakeem Grant now to return. He'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll get about 3 as he takes us up near the 25. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, he was looking for Cracker, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. He takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. He is a difference maker at the linebacker position. He had a pick 6 last year, remember it, but it's different for those guys, isn't it, than a corner or a safety?
It certainly is, because sometimes they're pattern reading, seeing what the receivers are doing. Sometimes they're spot dropping, just getting to a place on the field and finding the quarterback and going to the ball. But remember this, these linebackers, at one time in their life, a lot of them are running backs, and they love having the ball back in their hands and making big moves towards the end zone.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Check.
Tagovailoa trying again after the pick 6. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
I got wide. Right there. 50.
Tua going to throw. He'll check it down to Bell. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check. Lucky.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
He's not going anywhere. Single, slip.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
Let's go!
That's good for 28 yards.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A pass there, complete to Westbrook. Touchdown, Falcons! And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0.
Dolphins, nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This is Jakeem Grant. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball, try and get things settled down a little bit.
1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Tua. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Fuller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Big stop, let's go!
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2nd and 8.
Mike 54. 52. He's heavy on the edges.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10.
Three buzz. Hey, watch that.
Tua sets up to pass it. A screen to Bell. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, that play really didn't fool them. They completed the screen pass, but for lost yardage, a really nice play by the defense.
Yellow, 22.
54. You're trash.
17-0 our score after 1.
17. Dolphins, nothing.
Right there. 54. Right there.
Off the option, here's Gaskin. He'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
Now, that's a mound of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal.
And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
At the 22-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, Ryan. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't. But he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Ryan. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Here comes Grant on the return. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now Tua looking middle, and it's incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker Deion Jones.
You definitely would like to hit on that one, because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Now back to throw. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 35. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead is swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
All right, D, let's do it. All right, D. Mike's 5-4, Mike.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. Here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
A good down to possibly take a shot. And, in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches.
Mike's 5-4. Record. Hey, watch Sam.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Throw right side into the hands of the tight end Long. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 23. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
I'm coming.
They'll look to throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Taken by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a short return to the 6-yard line. And this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having flashbacks? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
They begin with a run by Davis. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Damian Wilson in on the stop.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's Davis to run again on second. It's a first down and more for Davis. And finally taken down to the 25-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
And that's a good substantial run there from Mike Davis and how resurgence because he's bit in the NFL. From San Francisco to Seattle to Chicago to Carolina, and now here with the Atlanta Falcons, always dependable, Mike Davis.
Ready. Check 25. 54, stop.
A first down carry for Davis. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
21.
Get that ball. Get that ball. Hey, look 3.
From the gun, a give to Davis. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Second and 7.
25.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Ryan. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 41-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41.
21, Tom.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Play action. Ryan. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Check 24. Check 24.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. Runs through the contact. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. On 3rd down, Ryan. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Ryan on target to Pitt's first down Falcons.
First down.
First down carry here for Johnson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Let's go. Let's do this.
A nice pickup there, 18 yards. First down, Falcons.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Tuesday. 51, Tom!
Tighten up.
Let him go!
Ryan now off the bootleg. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Kyle Pitts, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Here we go.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Stop made by Marlon Davidson.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it.
Switch up. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Watch the screen.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
39. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush.
Now it's Davis. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From just shy of midfield, Ryan under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Preston Smith leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Now Ryan. Out to the flat here for Johnson. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. All fumbles are costly, but that one really hurts because he had the first down.
Yeah, that's all he needed, right? But the problem is we coach these guys to try and get more, but that doesn't count if you don't bring the ball with you, does it?
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Check safety, check safety.
38. Ready.
They'll set up to throw. This is Bell on the dump off. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good game and a first.
And my goodness, another interception. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5. Interceptions. What does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
36. Check the backer, check the backer.
Hey, Mike 52.
They'll run on first down. It's Davis. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 79 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Check, watch 54, watch 54.
All day, just like
They go play action with Ryan. He completes it to Westbrook. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Dolphins' 22-yard line.
Check 52's the 11. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Check.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
59, ready. 280.
too little, tap.
51, some.
Joker. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And his kick here is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Aku just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. Here comes Grant on the return. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's 2nd and 10.
13. 54. Check.
Now Brissett. That throw complete to his tight end Long. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the bootleg, it's Brissett. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, that time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge.
The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
A give to Bell. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 95 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Check 50.
To throw is Brissett. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On 3rd down, Brissett. He finds his man complete. It's Grant. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 15 yards there on the catch and run. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Brissett. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
Marlon Davidson
Showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
I got you.
Check 31, check 31.
The give is to Bell. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Tight dog.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, that's the down and distance coaches always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Xavier Howard, the all-pro corner, up to make the stop.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
Here's Davis to run again on 2nd.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Ryan. Well, he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Mike's 5-4.
Now Bell. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Mike 54. Watch the pass. Mike 54. Mike 54.
And some room to maneuver. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Let's go home, boy.
Le'Veon Bell. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are finally in the just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. Ryan now handed to Davis on the draw. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 96 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On the ground, this time it's Johnson. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Davis, he'll try to run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a pickup of 6.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On first down, Johnson. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's crazy. He's checking crazy.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
A first throw for the backup, Rosen. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On second down, Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not getting yards. Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. Trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
And they want to help their punter out, right? Help with the angle, trying to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Mike 54. Watch the slant. 54 is Mike.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Just a yard to go here on second down.
Mike 54, Mike.
Brissett. And he finds Parker here complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He was brought down by Foyesade Aluakin. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Brissett. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. John Kaminsky. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. The Dolphins on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15.
Right there, 54, Mike.
Hey, kill.
To throw, Brissett. He's letting this one go for 4. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Touchdown. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. Sanders on for the extra point. And that one cuts this to a 17-point spread. With it on the return now, here's Westbrook. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Yeah, baby.
A pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I can be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Go, go, go. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. I got you, boy.
And they take a knee.
Let's go.
Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Atlanta, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take Buffalo Bills.